I'm sure you've heard about mindset talks in education, especially in mathematics, people telling you that it's all in our head, that we need to believe in ourselves, and then we're going to get better. We've seen teachers putting posters in their classrooms with a bunch of mindset quotes, but then when we look at statistics, we see that students' performance doesn't tend to increase that much, and in fact, historically, it tends to decrease, unfortunately. So where is the problem? Hi, my name is Arina. I'm a mathematics educator. I am very passionate about learning, about neuroscience, and of course about mathematics. And this is what this YouTube channel is going to be dedicated. So follow my channel so that you don't miss out on any of my new content. This is my first video, so it's going to get better, I promise. So mindset. When it comes to mindset, we've seen an increase in people of talking about fixed mindset and growth mindset in education, but it doesn't seem to translate to better outcomes. So where is the problem? So when it comes to mindset, in mathematics, I talk a lot about it, and it is an important part, but there's one component that is missing. So what happens in education system is that students are given talks about mindsets and that our brain is plastic and that it can change and that our abilities can improve. And this is in the better scenarios. In some scenarios, our students don't even get that part of the mindset training. But then the problem is that after that, they get all these talks that are very inspirational. Teachers, educators go back to giving students the exact same type of mathematics questions that made students doubt themselves, that made them think that mathematics is not for them. This is comparable to someone going to a fitness coach or to a nutritionist who gives them a bunch of inspirational talks about how you can get healthier and feel more energized and have better focus and better mobility, and yet then they tell them to go back home and do the exact same thing that they are already doing. So you cannot expect a different outcome by doing the same set of actions. So what needs to be done instead is that we need to combine the mindset coaching in math with a different type of questions that embody diversity and questions that anyone can at least start. So I call this type of questions low floor, high ceiling questions. So low ceiling, it means that anyone can start the question. No matter your level in mathematics, you know where to begin. And high ceiling means that I can push this question so far that even my students who are very advanced, they don't feel bored. They feel stimulated by this question. And one example of such a question is this picture right here. I really like doing it with my students. So on this picture, we have a bunch of dice, and I just ask my students, how can we count the number of dice on this picture? Come up with different strategies. Even if you're experiencing high mathematics anxiety, you can still do this question. You can still think of a strategy. And for students who are more advanced, I can push them to find more strategies. And then from some of the strategies, I can extrapolate and tell them the story of how Gauss calculated the sum from 1 to 100. And then from that, I can extrapolate to arithmetic sequences and to calculus and to the concept of infinity. So with that simple picture, I can go very far in my discussion. So this is an example of low floor, high ceiling question that I like to use with my students. When we have mindset coaching and we pair it with powerful questions that are actually showing our students that you can do mathematics, then it produces a different outcome.